And once again, we're at Pioneer Arena and at the Norfolk tournament. And not Norfolk. What did I say? Norfolk. North Ark. Playing Norfolk are the Marshall Lady Bobcats tonight. They came away with a good win. What was it, 14, maybe 16-point victory last night? Yeah. And the Lady Cats have entered the next round, and they're going to take on the Panthers of Norfolk High School out of Baxter County. And we're going to see how that goes tonight. And my research and everything found out Norfolk may be conference champs right now in the lead, number one. So the Marshall Bobcats are not right now. So
we have an all feline competition tonight.
Yeah, it's got a feline competition going on, and it's gonna be really good. We're gonna give you a quality broadcast regardless of the score, regardless of how it goes, regardless how it ends up and how it winds up. You're gonna get a quality broadcast here from us. And we appreciate you joining us as always. But this is Skip Arms as usual, behind the mic, bringing you Bobcat and Lady Bobcat basketball this season on the Marshall Sports Network. Joining me today is my brother Greg, and he was with us last night. I got some comments and some texts and some social media posts about how you enjoyed the broadcast. Be sure and let us know what you think about it on Facebook. If you've got my phone number, text me. We really enjoy doing it. We enjoy getting feedback. We appreciate you listening to us. Thanks for joining us here. We're going to let them give introductions, and we'll be back with live action coming up. You're listening to the Marshall Sports Network. And now that the intros are over, it's just moments before we have the ball game, the tip-off, and the ball game's going to get underway here in just a minute. Greg, I enjoyed what we saw last night. It was a close game, first period into the second period, and right before, right last 2 minutes of the second period, the Lady Bobcats pulled away and began to extend the lead and kept that lead for the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, they went on a double-digit unanswered run at the end of the first half, into the second half.
Yeah, and it's already starting off with not having the first possession tonight. Norfolk's supposed to be really organized in their offense, really patient, and I see a lot of athleticism out there for the Lady Panthers, and a good backdoor pass all the way underneath. The Lady Cats on their feet, and some early game backcourt pressure. And I don't know if the Lady Cats were ready for that. Already a steal. And the Panthers are up by 2 to 0. And we're not even a minute into the ball game. Pass inside is tipped out of bounds. Mishandled by the post player.
Lady Panther center, looks like.
Yeah. And so it's going to be Lady Cats ball. They're going to get some room this time on this possession. No pressure in the back court. It's Anna Ragland into the front court. I'll tell you about the starters after we get the game rolling a little bit.
My first impression is that it looks like the Lady Panthers are going to have a distinct height advantage in this.
Yeah, they're pretty even. They're not tall necessarily, but they are taller for sure. And the steal by number 32 for the Lady Panthers. She goes all the way and gets the layup. And the Lady Bobcats come the other way. Anna Ragland controlling the ball right now. She was player of the game last night. against Omaha, and well-deserved in that being awarded that spot last night. We'll see what she does tonight. She's really good from the line and in control of the offense. Sarah Basinger from three. She can't get it. And Michaela Blair, even though she's not a tall player, she seems to position herself under the goal many times to get a lot of rebounds. And the pass is mishandled by the Lady Panthers. Number 2 mishandles the ball, and it goes out of bounds. Lady Bobcats get it again. On the floor for the Lady Cats, Anna Ragland bringing it into the front court. Michaela Blair on the far side wing, and the low wing on the far side who has the ball now. Dallin, lastly, up in center there in the center of the free throw line is Jalen Pruitt. On the near side, Sarah Basinger, and that winds out your starting 5 for the Lady Bobcats. Kayla Blair gets the feed from Jalen Pruitt. She can't finish it. And comes up empty on that. Several white jerseys under the goal on that one.
And the white jerseys had the height advantage on her for sure. She was not able to. She got her own rebound, was not able to complete that score.
Good look goes in and out by number 23. Is that 33 for the Lady Panthers. And the Lady Bobcats get a favorable call down on the other end, and they'll bring it in from the baseline.
Well, I think they called that a tied ball, and possession arrow was to the Lady Bobcats.
Jalen Pruitt setting the screen there. You know, she did a good job. She opened Anna Ragland up last night several times with the screen. Anna playing off of Jalen's help. 2 shortest players on the court under the goal right now for the Lady Cats. Michaela Blair and Anna Ragland fighting for the rebound, and it's tipped out of bounds. It's going to be awarded to the Lady Panthers. They'll inbound it from their own baseline. Don't know why she didn't shoot that ball on the inbound.
I don't know. She was right there.
To go. I'm really impressed with number 2 already. She's a good athletic player, good awareness around the court, and fast, and she anticipates lots of passes. She's tipped a couple away already. Look at that one-handed pass to the lead in transition. And the Lady Cats ruled the night last night with the transition game, but they're not faring very well against the Lady Panthers.
This is a different opponent tonight, and this is another team who knows how to push the ball up in transition.
Right.
They're also playing a full court pressure, and that takes some getting used to. They're going to have to do something to adjust to that. So far, they're not handling it very well.
This Lady Panther team, they don't look fast, but they know how to position themselves where the ball is going to go, anticipate passes, not exert a lot of energy to get into their places because they're already there. Jalen Pruitt going against some traffic underneath, and she can't handle it. It's thrown out of bounds by the Lady Panthers. It's going to remain on this end, and the Lady Cats will have it on the near sidelines.
Trying to work to Pruitt in the post, and it's just not working out. Missed that pass completely.
She is open, but the pass is not getting to her in time. 33 gets a look. She's off the front of the rim. Rebound, Sarah Basinger. She has to fight for that. We got a 3-on-2. Jalen Pruitt fades out. Ragland goes all the way in. She doesn't make the layup. And it's rebounded by the Lady Panthers.
She had a defender on her, a larger defender. And
good look by number 20. It's in and out. She can't get it to go. Post player gets the rebound, can't get the putback. Number 2 is going to be fouled. The shot. She's going to go line for 2. Be Jalen Pruitt with the first foul for the Bobcats. They have 1 team foul.
Well, we're not going to go 100% on free throws for a while tonight like we did last night.
Doesn't look like it.
We're already at 0.
Still none.
She missed them both.
Ragland with the ball into the front court. She's going to control it. Not much help up front. Pruitt with the screen. Basinger gets it on the near side, low wing. She can't get it to fall off the back of the rim. And there goes number 2 with the height advantage. Ragland challenges her and gets the foul. Anna Ragland with her first foul. For the Lady Cats, the two fouls for them are number 1 and number 11. And they each have 1, so that's a lot of ones.
That's a lot of ones. Makes the math easy, though.
Did she miss that one?
Yes, she did.
Oh, my goodness. What a difference in a night of free throws.
Oh, yes. Hey, there's she's 1 for 4 now.
Yeah. First one of the night going in.
And the Lady Bobcats still are not on the scoreboard.
Right, 9-0, 3:26 to go in the first period. Not had a lot of clock stoppages. This has gone relatively fast. Kayla Blair gets it taken. Good hand movements by the Lady Panthers. They're hard to dribble around. 20 gets another look from the corner. She can't get the fall. Number 12 with the rebound over Lastly. Lastly trying to defend, and she fouls. The basket is good. Number 12 is going to go to the line with 1 shot. Not a very good percentage tonight from the free throw line. And
she hit that one.
She hits that one, gives her 12 points. Made that into a 3-point play. And so we are going to recount the score here. 3 minutes on the clock in the first period. It's 12-0 Norfolk.
Hey, there we go. Pruitt gets the first points of the game for the Lady Bobcats. Driving it directly into the lane and hitting a short jumper.
Good stuff there. Jalen Pruitt with the first points of the game for the Lady Cats.
Lady Panthers moving it around the perimeter.
33 gets a good look for the Lady Panthers. She can't get it to fall. Basinger with the rebound, and Pruitt's going to bring it into the front court. Jalen Pruitt gives Ragland a chance way beyond the arc, and she can't get it to fall.
In and out.
We were guessing last night whether they thought the red line was it or not, because they've been behind it the whole time. Ragland.
I'm thinking that was a double dribble she got away with there.
20 with the hesitation goes to the goal, and she's going to be stopped in the lane in her pathway to the goal. They're going to say it was during a shot. I don't know about that, but number 20 at the line for 2. Your score is 12-2. Your Lady Cats are down by 10 now, 11 points. And we've got 2 minutes to go in the first period. 4 team fouls for the Lady Cats, 1 team foul for the Lady Panthers. You know, though, what I'm noticing, Greg, is the Lady Panthers are not overly aggressive. They're not aggressive. They're just solid.
Yes. Well, this full court pressure is giving the Lady Bobcats fits. It's just making everything harder for them to get the ball down the floor.
Dallin Lastly's working the baseline, but not getting any room at all. Good defensive pressure by the Lady Panthers. Ragland threw that up. Jalen Pruitt has in the lane. She had a good open pass to Blair, but just like some of the passes already, they're a little bit late, about a second late. That's number 2 going to the goal.
Yeah, she's good.
Yeah.
She's solid.
All right, that's going to be a blocking foul.
Yeah, she was still moving. If this were professional soccer, we'd have had an ambulance called on that one.
Yeah. 2 fouls already on number 2. I didn't realize she had both fouls for the Norfolk Lady Panthers. Coming up on a minute to go in the first period. Your Lady Bobcats are down 14, 16-2. 2 points in the first period so far scored by the Lady Bobcats. I could not see the
I believe she stepped out of bounds.
It says they did. It says she did, but we'll have to take the word for it.
He had a good angle to see that.
Yep. Lady Panthers into their front court, and they're going to work it around the perimeter. Not a lot of hurry up, not at all. But when they go to the basket or when they are ready to shoot it, it's a pretty quick move to the goal. There it is right there. Number 20 going to the baseline, coming out underneath the goal.
That's not the
And
first
she
time
gets
she's made
it.
that move,
Uh-uh.
and it's effective.
Coach Ballard just now calling a timeout. I think a timeout was warranted about halfway through the first period.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
18-2, your Lady Cats are down by 16. We're coming up on a minute, if not under a minute to go in the first period. And if you're wondering what the countdown is, people are watching the shot clock. There's a shot clock tonight here at Pioneer Arena, and it's kind of nerve-wracking. We talked a little bit about it last night. And, you know, when you have 35 seconds staring at you and you're not used to it and, you know, you're not really got it in your DNA to have a shot clock, when it gets below 5, you make mistakes, and we've seen that.
I was watching that last little countdown by the crowd. I think that was some psychological warfare.
It was.
There were about 10 more seconds on the clock than what they were calling out. So,
yeah.
some Lady Bobcat fans trying to help the team out.
They're such kidders. I like to see the social media posts about how our student section is so quote unquote involved.
Involved.
Involved
There's a
in
good
the
word
ballgame.
for it.
And they are. They are active for sure. Blair with the ball. Baysinger's across the court by herself. Blair's going to go to the basket on the shot. And they're going to put her on the line for 2 free throws. Look like number 44? 45? 35. 35 with the foul. 3 team fouls. Blair.
Yeah, she gets the first one.
The first one. No substitutes so far for this Lady Bobcat team. A substitute or 2 for the Lady Panthers. Blair misses her second. Here comes the Lady Panthers. They're into their front court. Pass was intended, I think, under the goal for number 35, and she had a teammate tip it right before it got
There's
to
a
her.
little bit too much mustard on that pass anyway.
Yeah. For the angle it was and everything that was going on.
The ball was coming hard, and she just wasn't able to get the handle.
Pressure again with the Lady Panthers, and you got 2 Lady Cats in the back and 3 Lady Cats in the back court, or Lady Panthers in the back court. Somebody's open in the front court. They need to be going to the ball. And that's all I know. I've done some coaching, but
You did
Yeah,
some
that's a
playing
math.
too, as I recall.
yeah, that's some math there.
Math is hard.
It is.
Well, nope, that basket was too late after the buzzer.
Yep. First period is over. Regulation time is that. They counted it, and they should not have.
They
counted
gave him
it.
the bucket. They gave him the bucket.
That was way late.
That was way after the buzzer.
Can we see the replay, Blaze? Are we capable of replay yet? Not on this. Doggone it.
I don't know if he's super anymore if he can't do the replay.
He's super Blaze. So Blaze, how's it going?
Going good. I'm looking on online here. Let's on YouTube. I can pull up the replay. Viewers can't see it, but I can see it up on
See,
screen.
that's why he's super.
Let's look at this. All right, hold on. Here we go. Let me speed it up just a little bit. Right here.
Missed it. Buzzer. Nope. She had it in her hands. She had it in her hands. We saw the replay.
We saw the
online.
replay.
She had it in her hands and was going up when the red lights went off behind the backboard.
It was pretty obvious in real
It was
time.
obvious.
Even this old guy could see that.
Yep. But when the score is 20-3, maybe they didn't think it was that consequential. It should be. That could be the difference in the ball game later.
Every
but-
point counts.
Yep. 20-3. New 8 minutes on the clock. Starting the second period here at Pioneer Arena in Harrison, Arkansas. We're at the North Ark campus. The Norfolk Lady Panthers are here to take on your Lady Bobcats. And the Panthers have just extended their lead by 2. 19-point lead, 22-3. The Lady Cats are down by 19.
Well, one difference from last night, the Lady Panthers, when they get an offensive rebound, more often than not, they're putting it back in the hole.
And they are getting offensive rebounds, but they're also getting defensive rebounds as well. And that's where the Lady Bobcats kind of did not ever succeed last night. They didn't get a lot of offensive rebounds.
No, they did not.
They won by 14 or 16, but they did not get a lot of offensive rebounds. Ragland on the far side is going to take it to the goal. She's going to try to get a foul by default. I think we had a mess up on the.
Yeah, the shot clock was dead for a while before the
yeah.
buzzer sounded.
Yeah.
So it really should have been a call.
It's confusing for these high school ladies that the shot clock would go off. They thought it was the end of the period or something. Pretty good defense by the Lady Cats. They just got every once in a while. Lastly out of position, and the layup there by the team member. And the rebound over the back was put up and made, and the foul was called on the person in front of her. How does that work?
I guess she fouled her with her back. I don't know.
I don't know. So trying to turn this into a three-point play. Did they? No? They didn't make it. Okay.
No, she did not make the bucket. The bucket did not count.
Didn't understand. Ayla Hensley into the ball game. Down Lass is going to take a seat. Riley Kelly came in for a moment at the end of the game last night. She's the only one that's been off the bench in these 2 nights with Ayla Hensley. Sarah Basinger from 3. She can't get it to go. Jalen Pruitt's going to get her second foul. It's either 5 or now 16 fouls for the Lady Cats. We're 6 minutes to go in the first half. Your Lady Cats are down by 21, 24-3. They kind of traded points with Omaha last night up until about, 2/3 of the way through second period. And then they had 9 unanswered points going into halftime, and then extended the lead to 14 in the third period, and eventually led by 17 or 18 at one time.
I think 18 was the biggest lead last night.
And then they won by 12 or 14, and showed very well. They're playing the same type of ball tonight. They really are. They're just those offensive rebounds are killing them right now.
They're making a lot of mistakes. Like right there, they were lucky to get that ball back.
I don't think Omaha had the ability to exploit their mistakes.
Yes.
They were making mistakes, but they didn't have the ability to exploit it. This Lady Panther team has that ability.
Also, I noticed the Lady Panthers are challenging them a lot more under the goal than what happened last night. They're playing tougher defense, and they're just not able to get the shots off.
Right. Not a lot of speed. I don't see a lot of speed in the Lady Panthers. Like we were saying, they're positioned well and good hands, very good hands. Jalen Pruitt struggling for the rebound, can't get it to go.
Well, they show signs not just of the talent of the players, but also there's good coaching going on.
Right. Jalen Pruitt with the tip there.
When you're playing that solid of defense, that's not something that comes naturally to a player. That's someone's been coached. And
during the last game, which was a boys' game between Jasper and Shirley, and we were kind of pulling for one team over the other because they had a big man underneath with a baby face, and kind of a big guy, and looked kind of burly and clumsy, and but was an excellent ball player.
He came to play. He definitely did.
Guess who made the last 2 to win the ball game?
That's right.
The big man did, and
grabbed an offensive board and put it back in.
Right. I'm seeing the same type of presence under the goal, under the basket for the Lady Panthers. They've got a big man underneath, and she plays well. She moves well. She's positioned well. She's where she needs to be when she needs to be it, and she's also a team player.
Yes, and there's number 2 for the Lady Panthers again. She moves well without the ball like she did just then.
Right.
And that's one thing you're seeing tonight that the Lady Bobcats are not able to defend against.
One thing I watch is the mouths of the players, and number 2 is always talking. She looks like she's the captain out there because She's talking at all times. She's letting you know where she's at, and she's probably directing traffic as well. Good teamwork by the Lady Panthers. They know where to go. Under the goal and out. Hayla Hensley gets the rebound. It's tied up. Possession arrow for the Lady Cats. They're going to get it 30-4. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Your Lady Cats are down by 26.
I notice the Lady Bobcats are not getting the ball to fall either.
Right.
A lot of stuff is bouncing around the rim and coming out. Their shots are challenged underneath. It's just tougher for them to score tonight than it was last night.
8 or 10 three-point tries, and usually they have a better percentage than that, and I don't think they've even hit one.
No, they haven't had
they
one to
haven't
fall
hit
yet.
one because they've only got 4 points.
And all 4 points are from free throws.
Yeah. I thought Jalen Pruitt hit. Did she not hit a field goal and then there were 2 free throws? Didn't she score under the basket the first 2? I don't know. Pruitt put the first points on the board.
I think it's been all free throws so
Okay.
far. I don't think they have I don't think they have a bucket from the field yet.
Yeah. Pruitt at the line again. She's going to shoot 2. She hits her first. I like Pruitt. I like her build. Athletic build. She's made for basketball. She's made for running and has a lot of length. And she knows the presence on the court as well. She's got good form, and she's just a good athlete.
She has quickness and she has length,
Yeah.
and you can tell she has an IQ for the game.
Yep. Team player as well. Basinger missing another one. Basinger doesn't miss that many. There's number 2 once again with the ball. She's going to take it all the way,
Coast to
lane
coast.
to the goal.
Oh, I'm surprised. That may be the first shot she's missed from the field.
Hayla Hensley probably going to get no. Blair's going to get called for that one. Number 2 is going to go to the line for 2.
We've not seen the transition game from the Lady Bobcats tonight that we saw last night.
Not at all.
But there aren't as many defensive rebounds to get because
Right.
the Lady Panthers are able to make their shots.
Right.
And they're not able to run the floor after a made basket because there's full court pressure on just about every.
Right. They turn around and 2 or 3 of the Lady Panthers hang out in the backcourt and give pressure. Number 2, I am really impressed, and right now I'm going to say she's going to be player of the game.
For this half, she certainly has been.
Anna Ragland going to work it around to the near side wing. Hensley's going to bring it to the far side wing. Back out to Blair to clear. Blair wants to shoot it. That's what she does. She's a sophomore. Ragland, the senior, lane to the goal. Look who blocked it.
Of course.
Number 2.
Of course.
It's obvious who.
Yeah, but Anna Ragland's in there fighting for that ball.
She was the player of the game last night against Omaha. And she can play.
Oh, the Lady Bobcats go into a full court press. And the Lady Panthers break it pretty easily, and they get down to 3-on-1. And they get the bucket.
Kind of a misformed shot there, but it went in. Ragland's going to bring it up the court. Ragland into the front court. She's going to get a screen there by Lapp. Going to get some room. Hensley's going to bring it to the near side. And the Lady Panthers tip it away. Blair, good hands.
Good hustle.
Good evasion there. Blair has a head for the game as well. And she's a tough player. From the top of the key inside the three-point line was Pruitt. She can't get it to fall. Screen by Pruitt.
She's busy setting screens at the top.
Blair gets a good look. She's short. This is way too many threes not to hit at least 1 or 2.
Yeah, they just don't have the touch tonight.
I think they're a little intimidated.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I heard from one of the parents that one of the players said, "I hope we just score 20." That's not a good outlook.
Not a good attitude to go into the game with.
Down by 29. Down by 29 with a minute to go in the first half.
Well, they're getting looks. Some looks are better than others, but they are getting some looks. They're
There's
just not
Pruitt
sinking
with a
the
great
shots.
look. She comes up short. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry about that.
That's okay. She was well beyond the 3 line, though.
Yeah. behind the college line.
If she had been at her own 3-point line, she probably would have hit that one.
Right.
That one hit the front of the rim.
Right.
It was dead on.
But, you know, folks are, and I've heard people talk like this and say, you know, why didn't she step up? Why didn't they do that? You know, when you're at this level, at this age, and this is not the only thing you do. You know, you've got the social scene, you've got school, you've got, you know, the holidays. We're in the middle of the holiday season, you know, and you look down, there's a line. You're going to stay behind the line, you know, whether you know the difference or not.
Yeah.
You know, you're just going to step behind the line.
Well, she's not sitting there looking down at the line from the angle that we are.
No.
She stopped where she thought a line was.
Yep. But you can't have this many people shooting from behind the line and it not be a factor, because 9 times out of 10 a high school player will shoot with their toes near the black line.
Yes.
And so it's got to be a factor. Number 2 with a great move to the goal from the baseline.
Yeah, but a nice defense by Jalen Pruitt. She stopped her.
You know, they're built the same.
Yes, they are.
They have the same athleticism, same moves. It'd be hard to tell apart if they were in the same uniform.
Yes. Just the hair color, give it away.
Yep. They play similar, and
the Lady Bobcats are playing some tough defense here at the end of the half.
Oh, that hit number 1 right in the face.
Yeah, that's not fun.
That's tough. And her and number 1, did I say number 1? Yeah, number 1, and Anna Ragland, her twins as well.
Oh, yes. Nothing but the hair color separate them. Hair color and a knee brace.
Anna Ragland's a redhead. It's just not as red.
Yep.
Bass singer on the near side wing. It's going to go off the leg.
Time runs out.
Time runs out. 29-point deficit for the Lady Bobcats. We're at halftime. This is Skip Arms and my brother Greg Arms, and we're glad to be here. We love to call ball. We love to be involved with high school athletics. These young people are worth the time and worth the effort. They're great young people, and putting on a show here tonight. Tournament here at Pioneer Arena at North Ark in Harrison, Arkansas. Your Lady Cats are down 34-5. We're at halftime. We'll be back right after this. You're listening to the Marshall Sports Network. And welcome back to Marshall Sports Network. We are in Harrison, Arkansas. Once again, joining me tonight is my brother Greg.
Hello.
This is Skip, and as always, the Super Blaze behind the camera, in charge of all things technology, and good at it. How's the signal here, Blaze?
Signal is phenomenal. So, I mean, it's great.
We struggle a little bit in Class 2A or 3A, wherever we're at, right?
Yeah, you know, some gyms we've went to, the signal's iffy. You know, there's one in particular I won't say, but we were losing internet all the time, and the cell phone service was terrible. There wasn't a tower in sight, and it was crazy. Tonight we're good.
Tonight we're good, he says, and I remember his laptop sitting in the gym window and all different types of cords and plugs, and had his own router there, or whatever you call repeater, or whatever he had.
They might have a better budget in this place than some of the high schools do. You think?
He came right on top of it here. So start the second half. The Lady Cats will have the first possession. And they may have a little crisper basketball here in the second half. Blair not afraid to go to the goal. And a charge going to be called. Number 32 draws the charge foul.
I think the passing was a little crisper on that coming out. So
Yep.
just hope they can keep that up.
You just don't see the Lady Cats with any spunk at all. They're kind of melancholy in their play. 35 under the goal. She can't get it to go. And look who put it up.
Number two.
36-5. 31-point lead for the Lady Panthers. And Ragland's going to bring it into the front court. On the court for the Lady Cats are the starters. If I'm not mistaken, the starters, yes. And it's going to be Dallin Lashley trying for three. She comes up short. Pruitt with the rebound and the putback.
Now we need some more of those offensive rebounds.
She's got some points from the free throw line. This is the first one from the field, maybe. And the Lady Cats have 7. Sarah Basinger also on the court. Anna Ragland, Michaela Blair.
I think
That's
that may be
your five starters.
that may be the first from the field for the Lady Bobcats in the
maybe
entire
that.
game.
Yeah.
And it's answered immediately.
33 with the floater. 5 or 7 foot floater there, and it goes in. They extend the lead to back to 31. 38-7. We're just barely into the third period. Your Lady Cats are down by 31.
Lady Bobcats continue moving the ball around the perimeter, looking for an end.
Blair with a great reach there, and number 35 just has too much height advantage in the center of the paint there.
Yeah, there's just nothing Lady Bobcats can do with her.
35 has a hard shot. She doesn't have as soft as a shot as I thought she showed in the first half.
Yeah, she's thrown 2 up and just unsuccessful.
Yeah, just hard off of the backboard and hard off the backside of the rim. Pruitt wants to hit those threes. She hit a couple of key threes last night to change the momentum of the ball game. No penetration by the Lady Cats in to the paint, in under the goal at all. Ragland with the 3. First
And
free of the
she
ball
hit it.
game
She
for the
hit
Lady
it.
Bobcats, 38-10.
That was a quick catch and release with someone in her face. That was a very nice shot.
Those of you just joining us, we're in Harrison. We're glad you're with us. 35 over the back. Gonna get
Well,
called for.
finally we got that call.
Yeah, she's been over the back a couple times.
Well, that play was started with number 20 making that move to the baseline, and Lady Cats have not stopped her yet.
Right. Been doing it all night. Blair and Ragland bringing it up the court. No backcourt pressure this half so far for the Panthers on the Lady Cats, so we'll see. Ragland has been being pushed back into the corner on each possession. Good hands there by number 32. Bring it down, feed to number 35. On the outside, see if they can hit a 3. Did not hit it. Basinger there. Well, the rebound for the Lady Cats, they come the other way. This is the transition play. How are they going to hit it? Confidence there. Off the front of the rim behind the college 3.
Behind the
Once
college
again, 2 feet
Again.
behind it. That's 5 foot.
Yeah.
Off of the 3-point line, and they have been coming up short each time.
If she took a good step forward, she might hit both of those because they were spot on.
She had plenty of time to set up. And Ragland's going to bring it in from their baseline. Basinger will get the inbound.
It's like the Lady Panthers made a couple of substitutions. Took their big player out.
Dallin Lastly with the steal. She tips away and gets control of it. Pruitt from the free throw line. She sinks a 15-footer. 5 points from the field back-to-back for Jalen Pruitt. They have 12. They're down by 26.
That was a smart play by her. She got the ball and realized no one was on her and just turned and sank it. Oh, good defense by Jalen Pruitt. Stepped in front of the pass to the low post.
Just watching Pruitt, number 2, play. They are very similar players. Amazing how similar. Basinger's going to shoot that one. She's right next to the three-point line, and it goes to the back of the goal on that one. Good pressure by the Lady Cats. Ragland showing again why she was player of the game last night. But Kayla Blair,
Nice.
what a presence of mind.
Oh, and look who blocks the layup.
Too much athleticism there. To anticipate the shot, the drive to the goal. And going to be a timeout maybe by the Lady Panthers. I don't know why, but we'll see.
Well, I think the Lady Bobcats have come out much scrappier.
Yeah,
They're playing tougher defense.
Yep. They really didn't want the ball in the first half. Now it just seems like they have a hunger for the ball. Like last night with Omaha, they wanted to tip it away. They wanted to pass it to each other. They wanted to move the ball. They weren't very friendly with each other. They did do some passing in the first half, but not those crisp passes to the goal, to the lane, to the open man. A little bit intimidated, I think, in the first half.
Seemed to be.
That's what we've talked about a lot, and I talk about momentum every single game. That'll be the word that comes up every high school game. But in high school, you can't get down 10 to 15 to 20 points in the first quarter just because you're sitting back on heels. You can't do that. It's hard to recover from a first period deficit like that.
The Lady Bobcats moving it around the perimeter again, trying to find a way in.
But they do look like they have more energy. Pruitt's going to be fouled by number 32.
Away from the ball.
Away from the ball. 3 team fouls for the Lady Panthers. That's number 32's first foul. 3 team fouls for the Lady Panthers, 1 for the Lady Bobcats. 3:35 to go in the third period. Your Lady Cats are down 38-12. What a beautiful move.
That was an ill-advised pass, but that was a nice piece of defense.
Catch and release, meaning something different here tonight. 33 from beyond the college 3. It comes up short.
Oh, there's some scrappy defense right there. She was not allowing that second shot, was she?
He actually called a tie ball on that.
Yes, she did.
Yep. Possession arrow in favor of the Lady Panthers. They'll get it on their own baseline from under the goal. And number 2 going to the basket. That was actually out on number 2 if you didn't call a foul because she pushed it out of bounds. But
Wow.
that was the call.
Exact same play.
This time she's going to get the foul. Going to draw the foul, going to go to the line. Going to shoot 2. Kayla Blair, she fouled out of the game here with 3:14 to go in the third period. Ayla Hensley's going to come in the game once again. We saw her in the first half. And I'm sorry if I called Dallin Lastly Riley Kelly. Riley Kelly doesn't have a warm-up shirt on. She might have been in the first half, and I didn't notice the change. They look very similar on the court. Kelly and Lastly do, so if I missed that, sorry. Ayla Hensley in the ball game as Blair takes a seat. Michaela Blair did a lot of defensive rebounds, and she was actually under there for offensive rebounds as well. We saw that a lot in the first period. And being under there and fighting for it with a height advantage, you will get those fouls called.
Well, number 2 for the Lady Panthers sinks both free throws again. Lady Panthers have turned up the defense once again, anticipating. Oh. They had a 2-on-1 under the basket and threw the ball away.
40-12. Your Lady Cats are down by 28. We're in the third period. 3 minutes to go in the third period. Someone mentioned on the Lady Cats team they at least want to score 20, and they're on their way to getting there. They have 12 points. Hensley to Basinger, Pruitt. Oh, look at that. Anticipating the spin move. Number 2 did push Pruitt to the ground. No call. Lead past the 35. She can't handle it. Basinger's going to come down. She may take it coast to coast. Mishandles the dribble.
Lost it out of bounds. Lady Panthers go into their offense. Cross court past the corner, past the post, and we got a foul on the floor.
Yep. I think there's just there's 3 starters left in there. I think we've got a couple of substitutes in the game for the Lady Panthers.
Yes.
Raleigh Kelly does come into the ball game, and Dallin Lashley is going to have a seat. A lot of time in the paint, no call. There's at least 5, 6, 7 seconds. Number 23 was in there with no 3-second call. It's hard to call that anymore. They just don't call it anymore.
No, they don't. I haven't seen one tonight. Don't think we saw one last night either.
Yeah, and they did spend some time just now in the paint. 12's too fast for them. 32, take that back. Yeah, 32 with the trip down the court. She scores 42-12, 30-point lead by the Lady Panthers. About a minute and a half to go in the third period. Still playing crisp defense. The Lady Panthers are. They're going to call it off the knee of Basinger. They're going to give it to Lady Panthers going the other way. And yes, if you're looking at your camera above the goal, on your screen there's a shot clock, 35 seconds each time down the court. And it is making a difference. It's causing more shots naturally than would be. No stalling tonight as they do in high school when there's a big lead. Going to the basket, number 20 to the goal. She makes it. Extend the lead to 32.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Lady Panthers really let up at any point tonight. They've put some folks in off the bench, but other than that, they're pushing hard. They backed off the full court press in the first half.
But they're not jacking threes, and trying to run away with it. They're just coming down the court and playing solid offense. Hensley from 3. She can't get it to go. And I believe she was beyond the red line as well. Number 23 from the far side, lower wing. She's going to get a three.
That. Just when you said they weren't jacking it from the 3, there she goes and makes one from the right wing there.
20 seconds to go in the third period. The lead has been extended to 35. I think that's the greatest lead for the Lady Panthers. And with a 35-point lead, the clock will run throughout the fourth period with every stoppage of play except timeouts. So 5 seconds to go. Number 2 has the ball on layup. One-handed. I don't know if she actually got fouled or whether she drew that foul. One-handed layup athleticism once again shown by number 2 for the Lady Panthers. 0.7 seconds to go. Not enough time for the Lady Cats to bring the ball back down on a rebound even if they get the chance.
They might not. She hasn't missed a free throw tonight.
Extends the lead to 36. 37. 37-point lead by the Lady Panthers. And the Lady Bobcats content to go into the fourth period down by 37 points. They're going to reach that 20-point mark where they want to get to. They're going to have to score 8 in the fourth period. The game is kind of getting away from them right now. Maybe there'll be some substitutes in the fourth period to get some play time for the Lady Cats. You're listening to Marshall Sports Network. We're going to be back, and we'll wind up this ball game. Fourth quarter action coming up in just a moment. Fourth period underway, new 8 minutes, and with a 37-point lead by the Lady Panthers, clock should run throughout except during timeouts. So we are about 7.5 minutes from the end of the ball game, and it's well in hand for the Lady Panthers. Your Lady Bobcats have done a fairly good job here in the second half. I've been very proud of them, putting points on the board, playing a little bit better defense and a little bit more hustle, but they let that first half get away from them.
And they ran that shot clock down that time, Skip.
There you go. And the Lady Panthers, number 2, that's my choice for player of the game, is number 2 for the Lady Panthers, and we'll see if that comes out. From beyond the college 3, once again, about 3 foot short.
Yeah, she didn't even get rim on that one.
No. Sarah Evans into the ball game for Sarah Basinger, so we see some substitutions starting here for the Lady Bobcats. Lady Panthers only have 4 on the bench, so I don't know whether that's reflective of the holidays or whether they just have 4. So
yeah, Lady Panthers are still scrapping on defense despite the lead.
Yep. Ragland going to shoot from the free throw line over at the corner, and number 2 with the rebound. She doesn't look fast, but she's moving down that court. You know what? She had a layup chance earlier and went in too hard, you know?
Yeah, and she did again then.
Yeah.
Number 33 with the rebound, and she gets it.
Ragland's going to bring it down.
Now it's 51-12.
39-point lead for the Lady Panthers. And Evans gets it to Ragland. Out to Kelly. Riley Kelly with the screen. Ragland's going to shoot up a 12-footer, and she makes it from the field. Her first basket from the field. Has she been to the line?
I don't believe so.
I don't think she's been to the line. So
those were maybe her first points, I guess.
First points of the ball game for Ragland. It comes in the field with about a 12-footer, stepping out of bounds.
Well, I don't think that's a good sign for the Lady Bobcats if Ragland doesn't score until the fourth quarter.
There you go. 5 minutes to go. Clock is still running, even with the ball being out of bounds. So mercy rule in effect now. Ragland into the front court. Substitutions by the Lady Panthers.
Yeah, but their bench is still playing hard as well.
Right. Abby Horton in the game for the Lady Bobcats. She's got the ball. Out to Evans. Evans to Ragland. Ragland's going to reset.
She tried to pass, but she waited too late.
Right. Coast to coast, number 23 with the one-handed layup. They haven't hit a one-handed layup yet. I think they need to quit trying. Looks like we might get a 3 right here from number 23. No, she didn't go for it. Ragland out there on D. 32 going to go to the basket. Kelly. We've not seen a lot of Riley Kelly on the court, but there's another athlete who plays softball, plays volleyball as well, and she is very aware of what's going on the court, where people are at, and she positions herself well under the goal as well. She doesn't get a lot of play time, but her play time will be in the future, I'm sure. Lexi Ragland into the ball game. Ragland and Pruitt are going to sit down. Also, Zoe Watts is in the ball game in the guard position. She's going to be back behind the free throw line. And a miss. Riley Kelly, once again, good position. She's an excellent player. Going to be an asset for the Bobcats. Abby Horton with the ball. Zoe Watts. Substitutes all in the game for the Lady Cats right now. Zoe Watts to Evans. Evans going to bring it to the near side. And Horton to Kelly. Evans. Zoe Watts.
7, 6, 5. Got 5 on the shot clock.
Yeah.
3, 2.
And the shot clock runs out before possession changes, but the clock's going to continue to click down. 37 points is the deficit for the Lady Bobcats. Now Brooklyn Kelly's going to come in. Riley Kelly's going to have a seat. 2:23 to go in the ball game, and this game is well in hand. We appreciate you guys joining us on the broadcast. I always say for listening to us because that's what I'm used to, but I know you listen and watch as well. Make comments on the social media posts, on the pages. Let us know what you're seeing, whether you enjoy the broadcast. Let us know if you see us in person. And as always, we'll take personal text messages and things like that. A lot of you know who we are, and I want to thank Super Blaze for being on spot with everything, having the equipment set up, having the internet connection, getting the broadcast out, and he does an excellent job, and it's not going to happen without him.
It's almost like he's super, you know.
Super Blaze. That's why I call him Super. He can do anything. He's my hero. I'm just saying. Blaze is my hero. When I grow up, I want to be like Blaze.
If you grow up.
Win. Get the rebound, Sarah. Put it up. Evans, put it up. Watts will. I know that.
Oh, in and out. I thought she had that.
Evans with the rebound. Watts once again. Zoe Watts has it at the top of the key. Into Ragland to Kelly. Kelly's going to go to the goal. Now we know Abby will shoot it from the corner. Watts with the rebound. She's going to be fouled, going to go to the line for 2. Under a minute to go, 51-14. This game well in hand, 37-point lead by the Lady Panthers, and that's probably how the ball game closely is going to end after Watts' free throws.
With the clock still running, I don't think we're going to get much past these free throws.
Yeah, that's the reason they shut it down, because we don't want to end the game on free throws. And I believe under a minute they do stop it during things like this. But Watts
she got her second one. All right.
1 point on the game. And coming down the court are the Lady Panthers into their own front court.
No shot clock on this.
No, not effective on this. Under 35 seconds on this one. And so we're going to waste out the game right here. And to end the ball game, 10 seconds to go. I want to let you know, folks, we enjoyed you being here. Tomorrow night, the Bobcats are going to be here. Senior boys, you have a time on that? Super Blaze? 6:40, I believe. Right here on both social media pages, YouTube and on Facebook. Greg, thanks for joining us.
It was my pleasure.
We're going to try to make it tomorrow night. Hopefully we can make it 6:40. Not too bad of a time there. And we will be here for the broadcast. And once again, thanks, Greg, for being here. Big deficit there, 36-point, ball game for the Lady Panthers, but we knew it would be tough.
They ran into a better team.
Yeah, much better team. We saw some good output in the second half, but it was a little too much for the Lady Cats to overcome deficits like that. But we appreciate everybody joining us. Thanks, Super Blaze. Thanks, Greg. We'll see you all tomorrow night. You've been listening and watching to the Marshall Sports Network.